May gusto kang ipagawa sa kanya, ginagawa ko ba siya? May gusto kang i-implement na sistema ko ba siya? When we want to change, look at yourself. Kung yung ini-expect natin, are we doing it or not? Ang hirap pong mag-demand na hindi mo nakikita sa atin. Diba? Kaya nga, you have to be role model. May taga-poet pa dito na I don't know kung nabalitaan mo, ako very strict regarding sa timeliness. Because I never come late. I never submit late. Kaya, karapatan kong mag-prima. Ako po ito. If you want to change something, be first the model of the change. Second, servant leadership. Minsan kasi yung posisyon pumapasok sa ulo. Gets, no? Yung ibig sabihin ko. Diba? Akala mo kung sino na yun. Diba? Nakakalimutan that the real essence of leadership is service. The real essence of position is responsibility. Because we are duty bound to perform our tasks. Okay? Yung sana dapat ang makuha natin o magawa natin. Servant, humble, approachable ba kayo? Baka hindi ba sa inyo, baka may hindi gusto magsisimakot na, baka hindi na lapitan. Diba? Kaya mag-o-observe na yun. Kasi naman, pagkata si sir. Yung pala, ayaw mo naman talaga na magtrabaho. Diba? Even pala po yung simple face expression natin will tell us something of who we are as a leader. Diba? And active listening. You will listen to others, so baka po kulang sa inyo. So this is a kind of leadership that is expected of us, becoming part of the country. Transformation should start with us. Servant leadership motivated by due service. Okay? So sana ganun. Kaya nga po, ever since po talaga, nung ako po nasa age nyo, I was afraid na tumakbo. And even until now, hindi po ako nagraran for any position. Ibinibigay na lang. Pinagkakatiwalaan na lang. And I would always ask yung nagtitiwala sa akin, bakit ako? That's the moment of glorification para sa akin. Pag sinabi sa akin, you deserve this. Why? Because you can work for this. I never applied for a position. Right now, I'm the Director of Extension Service. I never asked for that. Pero bakit ko pinagay? Hindi ko sa nagmamayaman. Kasi pag nakita kasi yung dalawang
pero di naman ako sabi.
magkakandarata sila. Kahit hindi mo focus yung ibibigay yan sa'yo. Kanila ito ka ulit next year. Diba? Pwede ikaw ulit, diba? Mas masarap pakinggan yun. Pag yun ang feedback na nare-receive mo, pwede ikaw ulit. Kaysa naman hanggang kailan ka lang. Doon inaabangan. Pwede bang fast forward na para matapos na siya? Mas pangit yun. Diba? We should embrace. Pero this is not easy. This is not easy. But I guess this should be a good start. This is the time of leaders that we are looking right now. Na gusto ng pagbabago, pero siya ay yung change muna. Na gusto talaga pong mag-serve, hindi yung ipuunan mo sa I hope you young people, you are the future, okay? Maging leaders kayo, in one way or another. Hopefully this will be the type of leaders na maging kayo. Okay? Check natin yung next phase.
About what they do, whatever it is. I don't care what their field is or what they do with their life. They need to have the passion. Because I don't. If you're not passionate, then what are you doing? Like you shouldn't be in whatever you're doing.
Someone who brings magnetic energy with what they do, empowers and inspires people to derive their own ingenuity and ambition to make something happen.
Passion is a drive, and like a hunger to change. Honestly, a competitive drive. I look for someone that's going to have this mastery to do what they want and what they want to accomplish. I'm looking for someone that's compassionate and passionate about what they do.
So something I really value is honesty. If you're not honest and you just, how can you expect anyone to like work with you or work towards the same goal as you?
Someone who has humility and integrity first and foremost.
Somebody who's willing to listen to the problems or what's going on with their constituency or whoever's involved with them, and being able to actually change something from that. Not just giving it lip service, not just listening to them and feeling bad for them, but actually making their reality better.
I think that a good leader or a great leader should first credit to the people under them and accept complete responsibility for their failures. If you're not leading by example, then quite simply you're not leading at all.
Okay. I give you the privilege to choose table na sila yung magbibigay ng reflection. Ito naman na una. Alin na table? Saan tayo? Pwede ba? Sa opposite. Okay, so sino po yung gusto magbigay? Yeah, thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kashika Dunay Tavera, but you can call me Ace. And I am from Katsu, under ako ni Press Charm, which is the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. And ang masasabi ko lang dun sa video is like, I agree with them, of course. As someone na galing sa place na mayroong traditional politics, kasi masyado, yun nga, kadalasan ng tao sa lugar namin is mga matatanda na. So, syempre, paniniwala nila, iba talaga sa atin na Gen Z, iba talaga siya. So, yun, as someone na aspirant to run, naging mahirap siya sa akin kasi I did my best na ipakita lahat. Like, I really do a lot of stuff to prove na kaya ko mag-lead. But, nagiging conflict talaga lagi yung traditional na ayaw namin sa kanya. Like, yung mga narinig ko na ayaw namin sa kanya kasi hindi namin gusto yung pamilya niya. So, parang may ganon. So, So doon nagkakaroon ng conflict regarding sa credentials and sa pagkakakilala sa family name ko. So, yun, for me, as a leader or gusto ng isang leader kung bumoto man ako, I would say na sana yung magiging aspirant leaders is marunong makinig. Yun talaga, yun, and honest and may integrity. Sana hindi tayo tumingin sa kung ano man yung dinadala nilang personal na problems. We should focus on kung ano yung kaya nilang magawa at maihahain nila para sa kabataan at para sa organization na gusto nilang pasukin. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Salamat po. So, I pray na laging ready, no? Walang pasan yung challenge. Okay? So, yun naman talaga, di ba? Sa traditional politics, no? So, judge tayo ng association ng league natin. No? So, hindi talaga siya may iwasan. Pero, yun nga, so as leader, what type of leader na pinapakita natin? No? Sige, next. Okay po ba kayo? Yes. So, I think nasa kalahati na tayo. Okay. I guess yung slide na to, relate kayo dito. Tama ba? No? Lalong-lalo na yung mga estudyante natin na officer pa. So, another is multi-role balancing. So, leaders challenge talaga siya. How we balance our role. No? Na ito yung ginagawa mo. So, take a look at this. If you're a student, estudyante ka na, tapos officer ka pa, so ibig sabihin, madami kang kailangan i-accomplish ng mga academic requirements, di ba? Minsan, ang mabait pa ng mga faculty kung kailan magpa-final exam, doon sila sinisipagin na magano. Kung sila sinisipagin na magbigay ng mga requirements, akala mo, nagpakita yung ano. Okay, meron ba? Diba, lalong-lalo na during the pandemic, diba, modular, no, nagpakita sa office, ha? Tapos, sunod nakita na, yung mangulit na sila, magsabit ng requirements. Okay? Lalo na yun, kasi outcome-based tayo. Sa SUC, outcome-based, puro po output ang hinihingi. Diba, ang daming requirements. Then, officer ka pa. Kailangan mo po mag-submit ng mga program of activities o yung mga organization dito sa CATSU, nakapareho test na ba? O hindi pa. Diba? Pero madaming mga ano, kami po hindi pa din. Hindi pa kami nakaparecognize sa asosasyon nila close. Yun ang advising ko na organization. Ang daming isasabi na requirements. Diba? May taga dito, yung nag-OOT. JPIA, meron mga taga-JPIA? Wala. Sure na walang taga-JPIA kasi may sasabihin po ako tungkol sa kanila. Meron ba? Pero ano naman kasi, biglang nag-ano. Ang tanong mo, patagtagan ng process, diba? Meron kasi standard sila tinitingnan. Mabusisi din. Pero I admire. Wala po akong sasabihin na masama. Okay, parang microphone sa akin. Wala po akong sasabihin na masama. Hindi kidding aside, madami talagang hiling. Diba? Lalong-lalo na, if you are going to utilize the Student Development Fund, nag-PPMP kayo, PPR, and pag nag-PR kayo, may market scoping pa. Okay? Ano ginagawa ng mga canvasser? Sana tanggalin na lang sila doon. Binigyan ng posisyon, canvasser, pero mag-market scoping. Balisin sa question ko. The point here, ang daming hinahingi. No? Gusto mo na magtrabaho, minsan natetingga pa. Gusto mo mag-implement ng program, para kunti lang naman hinihingi mo, office supplies lang naman hinihingi mo, hindi pa maibigay-bigay. No? Tapos, during the evaluation period, i-rate ka po underperformance. One of the reasons, underutilized yung budget. Hindi ka naman binigay. Underperformance ka. Okay? Tapos, here comes family. Masabi pag demand yan. Yung ate mo, cum laude, dapat cum laude ka din. Diba? Ang daming demand din sa pamilya. Wala, kasal ka na. 7 o'clock na, uwi na. The point here, ang daming roles natin. Kahit tayo pa lang, almost more pag mayroon ka ng partner sa buhay. Ako po, may partner ako sa buhay, wife. Kaya pag inusap niya, hindi lang ako. Ano? Good. Pag happy daw yung wife mo, happy yung buhay mo. Pero, minsan gusto ko tanong.
7 out of
Baka
7.
napipilit ka nila.
Hello, Beth. Tira ko lang na siya. Oh my God. 20 minutes na lang siya.
Anong video na lang?
No? So, paano natin? Di ba ito? Challenges. Jumping, academic responsibilities with duties.
2:30.
Daming ipapasa. No? Kailangan kong isang
2:34.
dagdag pa. Yung mga kapuban ng mga barangay officials. No? Kung makabiman, akala mo, nagtatrabaho.
Ano siya?
Ang hirap.
Timekeeper.
Sa totoo lang. Diba?
Sabi mo, may putol-putol.
Pero meron pa
Sir,
akong
yung
isang
mic.
nagmamahal.
Kasi maski ba ko man siya.
Actually, may nabasa.
Minsan kapalong na lang.
Dati noon, it's all about time management. Marunong ka mag-manage ng oras mo. Kaya kulang pala siya. It's all about mind management. Okay? Kapag okay pa rin yung naiintindihan mo yung bawat expectation sa role mo. Pangatlo na to. Pag time management kasi, naka-schedule, papalo ka. Pero pag time management, pag hindi na po kaya, say no. Okay? Balancing our role is also about protecting ourselves. No? Hindi mo pwede isugal. Lalong-lalo na yung mental health mo. Okay? Kasi dapat clear sa'yo eh. Pag may management kasi, dapat clear sa'yo kung ano dapat yung gagawin mo. Pag hindi, then sa'yo. Kaysa naman, at the end of the day, bibisitahin ka na lang po. Buti po kung sa hospital, kung may kandila po yung bibisita sa'yo. This is a reality that sometimes hindi po ito naunawaan. Even by our parents, by our mababait na teachers, and by our officials. Okay? Tingnan natin yung next video. Ito yung pag hindi nyo po na-balance, inayos. Ito yung pwede nyo i-cancel. Kaya binigyan na kayo.
Do you want a mental family for caregivers? Are you tired? Are you afraid? Do you want to escape or develop yourself? Do you need to find balance in continuous
Balance.
Ayun. Zero. Balance.
Please, huwag tayo mahantong doon. No? And alam nyo, may nangyari na dyan. Diba? Alam mo, last year ba yun? Or next slide po tayo. Okay? So, dapat lang ha. Dapat lang. Hindi na dapat say no. Okay? Protect yourself. Yeah. We have to clarify also our answer ka, andyan yung pagiging worker ko. Okay? Pero sometimes, ito po yung nangyayari sa atin. Supposedly, we should be part. No? So we should be considered.
Rechargeable po yung batteries.
Lalo na kapag may mga officials, meeting. No? Kaya ang nangyayari minsan, parang ordinary na lang yung pag-attend. Kasi hindi mo binibigyan ng pansin. So the tendency is we will assert our role. No? Talagang ipapakunawa natin. Ipapakita natin. Even to the point na ipipilit. No? And that's a normal reaction. Lalo-lalo pag na-feel mo na hindi ka parang welcome. No? Hindi ka accommodated. Okay? Because it's not just we are there because we want to be there, but actually, we want to share something na ang makikinabang naman talaga are our community. And ultimately, because no other motivation, kasi andun yung concern talaga. No? As young leaders, all we want to do is we want to achieve a lot, sa totoo lang. But first and foremost, check what is the motivation or what is the intention. Gusto mo po just to assert the position na meron ka, or you want to live out the real intention. Na wala pong iba naman talaga, it's because of our love and concern for the community that we want to serve. So sana yun po ang gusto natin. No, yun po ang palagi nasa disposition or puso natin. No? So the point here, hindi po yung parang gusto kong gumawa ng pangalan. No? Hindi po yun lang. But the point here is, gusto mo dapat ma-sense nila na you are doing this not because you are just performing your role, but there is a greater reason for that. You want to clarify your role because there's a greater reason for that. And no other than but the concern for the community. After all, pwede mo naman siya gawin talaga. Or kahit hindi mo siya gawin. Kung wala ka talagang tinatawag na pake. Kaya lang, tayo may mga pake. Hindi ko makalimutan po yung isang Indian priest na nagsabi, bakit po there's poverty here? Not because kulang ang resources. Okay? It's because a lot of indifferent people. There's a lot of walang pake. Our role is ipakita na meron tayong pake. Okay ba yun? Tingnan natin yung next video. Sorry hindi na ako magtatanong kasi kukulangin tayo sa oras. So as a youth, ito po yung hinihingi sa atin. No? Sige.
I felt I wasn't heard. I wouldn't say I was happy in general. Things were a bit rocky with me.
I've always tried to stay away from that. I don't like gangs and see people my age. They're not on the right path.
I didn't feel wanted. I didn't feel like I had a place to be. I was running away, getting called by the police.
My mental health wasn't really good because I felt like no one really cared about me, no one wanted me, and I just wanted that acceptance, and it got to a point that I felt like I had enough.
I was diagnosed with spinal cord injury. It was during COVID as well, so it's pretty lonely.
Youth work can be so many things. It could be a women's empowerment group, it could be a chess club, it could be so many different things. It's just what the young people need, and that can take place anywhere.
When we go through youth, very rarely you see someone bust out or sad. If they are, then somebody's always there with them. That's the main thing I see, everybody smiling, laughing, having fun.
We do a lot of amazing activities with young people, but for me it's more about the conversation you have with young people and the activities themselves.
I've had health complications all my life. They ran every test under the book, I was in and out of my bed for ages until they finally diagnosed me, which was kind of a relief to finally know what was going on. But the fact that they said that it's for life, that was a big kind of shock to me.
All you see in hospital is vulnerability. You have to be quite mentally resilient to deal with changes to maybe like your medication or changes to your health. If you've got to be part of the NHS for your whole life in most of these young people's cases, actually there's not much room in the medical model for you to deviate from life if life gets in the way, which it obviously so often does.
The Touch Youth work is literally going to where young people are. We'll go to parks and areas, this makes some hotspots with a few issues, and we'll just talk to young people we don't know. Talk to 6 young people, and one might say, been kicked out of school, for example, and it's about, alright, well, what can you do to get yourself back into school, what support do you need? Do you know there's a youth club around the corner that might be able to help do that as well?
I think for the young people who are part of our local schools, not just Oasis schools, it's a chance to come here and have a different approach to education. I think it enables young people to understand more about life, more about themselves, where their purpose and their value is coming from, through working with animals in a natural environment within an inner city.
So I was assigned with a mentor called Alison, and they were assigned by a student, and it really, really helped me. One thing that never happened to me was to actually listen to what I had to say and my feelings and how I felt.
When we work with people who are trauma informed, we're looking at things from their perspective. How might they see the world? How do they need to be understood? We devise a bespoke package of how we can provide them that support and what they need to achieve those goals. So for me, it's not just clocking out at 5 o'clock. It's about how can we actually make a lasting impact to that young person's life.
There has to be an element of social value what we do.